I want to thank everybody that hooked it up today. I hate saying thank yous. I feel I'll leave people out. Cantrol stepped it up for first place. We have some great prize packs for this tonight as we go. Canna, OG supporters of the show. Seeds here now, OG supporters. Real growers, baby. Couldn't do it without real growers. Real DGC. And if I forgot you, we love you. Thank you for being here. So third place here, we have jar 16. Jesse, Blueberry Titan. Yeah. Jesse around. Got trophies for you, baby. Got some stuff happening. No worries. We'll keep stuff safe.
Check that bar.
All right, getting into it. Second place, jar 14. This guy, we got Pavel, orange, lemon, greenhouse genetics, nutrients, organic.
Thank you for everybody. Thank you for number 2. I think it's going to be number 10. So thank you so much. I'm just using cocoa, and I'm in it with Guy Green and Dr. Herb. And then I use these.
Hell yeah!
Exciting stuff. And
woo! Nice work, brother. Nice work. All right. Hit me up after this, because I got to go over our prize pack.
Sounds good.
Yeah. There's more. Wait, there's more.
There's more. There's one more. Right?
That's the winner.
All right.
This is killing me.
Number 1, yes.
Drum roll.
Jar 83. None other than Saul Bunyan. G-Ride by Soulfire. I'm seeing a bit of Soulfire.
No fire. This is the first time I emptied my flowers, so shout out everybody. So I'm really fucking high and I forgot you had a trophy.
That trophy should be proud. There are a lot of bags with a lot of tokens in it. That means some people that really do the weed thought y'all was the best, man. So that's pretty cool.
DGCcup.com, I believe, will be updating. You'll be able to find where you placed. I think there's everybody's position. If you're curious. Again, don't ever judge yourself on that, man. There's so much fire up here. But other than there's tokens.
All right, we were muted, but we got it. Dude, that was such an amazing moment. You got to unmute your mic. There we go. Oh, no.
All right.
I think there we go.
There we go.
Hey.
Right.
Dude, that was an amazing
difficulty.
moment. I tell you what, I got teary-eyed watching that just because it was somebody that we have a relationship and we knew. So it was amazing to see the excitement in Saul's eyes, dude. It was an amazing moment. I'm glad I was there.
Right. It was really important to us. We knew how much hard work goes into what Saul does. And then to hear his name called, and we know what the competition was like. There was plenty of people there. There were a lot of entries. I myself didn't get into the jars, but from what I was talking about and who I knew entered, Saul, it's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
So we were together in person, Elle and myself. We had a really good time. And you know what? We shouldn't keep you guys waiting any longer. What do you think? Should we talk to Saul? Yeah, let's
I'm in
bring Saul
Colorado
on.
still, by the way. So there's bugs all up over me, guys.
What's up,
Saul,
everybody?
What's up,
Hey.
Saul?
What's going on?
The champ is here.
A lot of the champ is here. A lot of
thanks for
people know
having me.
you. Yeah, a lot of people know you as one of our moderators. So why don't you introduce yourself? You're usually behind the scenes, so people don't really see your face very often. So.
Right. I'm usually hanging out in chat, talking with everybody. What's up, everybody? Thanks for all the congratulatory wishes in the chat. I'm Saul Bunyan, home grower from Minnesota.
Nice. And tell everybody what you took it down with, huh?
The strain I entered was G-Ride from Soulfire, and I've had that going for about 9-10 months now. Actually, shout out Frankie's in the chat. He's the one that sent me the pack of seeds.
Nice.
I only had room to pop one seed, and I found that crazy keeper, and I actually sent him the pack back so he can hopefully find the same thing. But if he wants a cut, Frankie, hit me up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Big Frank Gold. It's your fault, Frank.
Right. So Soulfire, what got you started growing Soulfire genetics?
Loop back to Frankie's, man. He put me onto Soulfire. He sent me the link to the Discord, and it was just kind of on from there. The Discord over there is pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff going on. They have like video game sections. They play, I think it's called Rust, but there's like a whole section for that. There's just lots of stuff going on over there. Frankie's introduced me to that. Soulfire has like a lifetime membership thing through his website, so you get like discounted seeds here and there. You get a free birthday pack every year. And Frankie's won that in a live, and he was already a lifetime member, so he gifted that to me. So, pretty much everything started with Frankie's introducing me to Soulfire.
Yeah. Shout out Frankie's, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out. I want to shout out chat. There's a lot of people that are in the chat that was with us at the DGC Cup. We definitely want to shout out Holy Toledo. What a great guy to hang out with. It was really
he was
fun
an
to meet
amazing
him.
person.
Macho. We see Frankie's in there. Dale Palmer. There's
High Plains Bud was out there, and I hear that it's his birthday today. So shout out to you, High Plains.
Happy birthday, High Plains.
Happy birthday, brother.
And he says that he doesn't do that much. Well, he seemed to be a vet when we were hanging out with him.
He did not have that puff go out of his hand the entire time, and it was amazing.
So Saul, tell everybody your style of growing. In our community, there's plenty of different styles, different things that people do. So why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I'm running Build-A-Soil way, not the full lineup. And if you ask some, they'd probably say I'm growing in too small of pots. I grow in like 2 to 3 gallon plastic pots. Over the past 3 years of growing, that just I found that works the best for how I'm doing things.
Yeah.
I may
it
have
just
to
goes against their their recommendations, but you can definitely do it.
Yeah, 100%. I just end up feeding a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just running Build-A-Soil. Not the full lineup, but most of his products.
Yeah. Did you start out with the 3.0 or the wake and bake or whatever they call that one?
If I'm popping seeds and throwing seedlings in there, I guess even with rooted cuts, I start with the light recipe.
Yeah, I was gonna say Build-A-Soil light.
Yep, and then when I take them out of the solo cups, I'll throw them into 3.0 or the Dominion blend. I've been liking the Dominion blend a lot.
Oh, nice.
really?
I haven't tried that one.
Yep.
Yeah, both my pots are set up with the 3.0, and either from the solo cup to the big pot, they like it or they hate it. It's one or the other. I've
Right,
killed
right.
just as many putting in the living soil. Um, so, and then you're just how often are you amending then the dressing with
Uh,
the build of soil?
so I'll do like their recommended feed chart. I have it somewhere here. You won't be able to see
R-
it, but
So
there's
all of us
different
have.
columns for each stage. So I'll do, honestly, I don't really feed in veg because the soil has enough to get me where I need to go.
Yeah.
So about a week beforehand, I'll do their recommended like pre-flower nutrient regimen, top dress with kashi, uh, and then the build a flower, craft blend also. And then after a week of that, I throw it in, and then I'm feeding the same regiment each week.
So do you don't reuse the soil then?
I
You
do.
start.
Lately, I just used the rest of it for my outdoor plant. But yeah,
Just
I have
poured
a
it out
big
there.
tub. Yeah, I have a big
Yeah.
tub that I'll re-amend my soil in. Once I get enough of it, I'll just throw some kashi and craft blend, wet it down a little
Re-amend a
bit,
little
and
bit.
just let it stir it up, let it cook for like 2 weeks, and then should be
Yeah.
good to go.
Ready for veg all over again, right?
Yeah, ready to start over.
Yeah, we're going to try a different style here. We're running the veg with salts from canna, and then we're going to dump them into the living soil beds. So, what would you
Okay.
recommend to get those beds started from scratch? Pretty much, we haven't done anything to them since I harvested.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never grown in like a big bed, so I wouldn't even know. I would assume like, the craft blend kashi, maybe some earthworm castings and a few other things.
Right,
I would ask McCannabis Luke.
right. He is the
You
guy
know,
that
and
That'd be
knows
your
about that,
go-to.
right?
That guy's filled with
that's
Yeah,
like
knowledge.
his go-to. He grows in big beds. He grows beautiful plants, so and I'm sure he
yeah,
would answer you.
right. He
100%.
would.
Yep.
The plan is to. I had gotten the build a soil tea, the tea box. So we were going to try to revitalize it like that a week or two before we drop it in, and then just start the build a soil regiment from the
Yeah.
pre-flower week also, and just see what happens. Uh, Cherry palomas are very versatile, so I'm pretty sure that it'll explode in any of them.
It'll be
Kind of
Yeah,
happy.
adapt to it.
right. Um, how long have you been growing, Saul?
Going on 3 years here. Minnesota went recreational in August, almost about 3 years ago. So
That's when you
when
started?
that's when I started growing. I've been consuming, since I was probably 13, 14.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. But yeah, once they said it was good to go, I just started. I started out with a little 2x2 AC Infinity tent. I actually had like a large Rubbermaid tub that I lined with a Mylar blanket and just used some like cheap Blurple lights for veg until I could afford to, up
Yeah.
my setup. Yeah. Yeah, so
Are
now
you,
I'm for veg I'm in a AC Infinity 2x4 and then I flower in a 4x4 and then I hang dry all my stuff so I'm actually just drying in a little propagation tent.
ah, Root Nerds, hey, what's up, Mark? Yeah, big shout out to Mark. He sponsors our table every year at the DGC. Saul, he's got your mailman grows has a question for you. How would you describe Saul's cut of G Ride? How it grows, smells in flower, and after dry and cure? How's the structure, etc.? Yeah, would you like to talk to that, Saul?
Yeah, it's a shorter plant, but the buds are like rock hard on it.
Super dense.
Obviously, yeah, if I increase my volume of soil, I would get more output yield wise, but I'm
Yeah.
running a perpetual, so I'm like every couple weeks yanking a plant. The jars are always full.
One goes in, one goes out, one goes in.
Pretty much, yeah,
Uh,
pretty
Yeah.
much. And I'm after some more keepers.
Yeah.
are you?
Yep.
And then what's the flower structure like? Is it like a bunch of golf balls? Are there like long tops? What's this flower structure like?
I'd say the tops, when it's probably week 5 of flower, are anywhere from 4 to 5 inches, and then the lowers are like pretty much all golf balls.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. We got to check out Saul. I got to check out Saul's entry prior to it getting entered, and Saul was a little worried that it might be a little too wet or something like. Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah.
Solid boy got a little in his head.
Yeah. So my
How'd you get
actual
it here and all that stuff? Because I know you're in
put
Minnesota.
I put it on a paper airplane, and it made it out
Right.
there somehow.
Perfect.
But
I
yeah,
like it.
I was actually concerned with it because my entry jar was 2 different plants. So I harvested one and put it into the jars like beginning of April. And I couldn't keep my hand out of the jar, so I kept smoking it, but I knew
Yep.
I had another one coming out. I ended up putting that one into the jars like early May. So I actually had 2 halves in separate jars, and I waited until the last day and then mixed them.
Right, and then
I wouldn't recommend that, but I was definitely that's what I had to do.
You
to
had
get it
you had to
done.
do what you had to do.
Yep, 100%.
yeah, Saul came over. We cracked the jar. A little bit of that Colorado air hit it, and it was on. It was
Yeah,
fine.
then it was fine.
Yeah.
We got to try it just a little bit because there was not too much extra. And let me tell you what, at the end of it, his jar was empty. There was like a bud, like that.
Yeah,
there was a
I
bud.
think he went and swooped one out of the jar, and he showed me before they announced that he won. And he had this little nug with him. He's like, "This was it right here," and I was like, "Oh, nice!" So I actually got to see it. I didn't get to try it, but I did get to see it.
I ended up leaving that at the bakery that night for Scotty, the last little bit of the sample.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he got to try it, so I was like, I'm gonna leave it for Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely.
He likes to sit back once in a while, and finally, when he knows what was gifted to him and all that stuff, he gets to relax and check it out.
Right.
It was really cool that there was any of that left before, because we have seen the first place jar and it just like crumbles. You might be able to get a one hit out of it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Your jar was 83, right?
Yep, 83.
83, yeah.
Yep, and then I dropped off the sample Friday night, and then me and my buddy Kent, his wife and Macho went into Denver for the Rockies game.
Oh yes, nice.
Yep. How did that turn out?
It was awesome. We left like early, and they ended up losing. I don't know. It was still fun. Friday was actually my birthday out there, so to have a birthday out in Colorado with all the homies and then win the DGC Cup, like what a time.
Talk about an amazing birthday.
Yeah. Definitely one for the books. Hopefully next year we can redo it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
I definitely want to return next year. That was an amazing time.
There, a few of us were talking, Saul and myself and a few others who were like in the top 10, and we're all bringing our A game next year because we just want to see if we can hold on to the reins.
Right. I'm okay if next year, if I'm in the top 10, I'm cool with that. You can't expect to win every year, but
yeah, we just wanted to like have a mashup of creators to come in there, so I'm going to bring back Diploma, it looks like, and then Saul's going to do the G ride. I heard that Mimosa is going to be back next year, hoping for a higher spot. It's going to be interesting.
Blazing Arizona.
Yeah,
I mean,
Blazing
shout out
Arizona.
to him, man. He's always got fire weed every time I met that dude, and he got 10th. Like that's huge.
Dude.
And what was it, 58 total competitors?
Yeah,
that's huge. Right.
So he should be proud of himself. I mean, everybody that even got to the point of entering anything should be proud.
Yeah.
He
showed up at Scotty's with all kinds of flour, dude. He kept us going all night. Shout out to you, Blazing.
Yeah, he kept Macho rolling. He kept Macho rolling.
Yeah,
great.
Elle and I were noticing that there was a bunch of competition out there. There was a bunch of good stuff. And usually, as always, people have entered one kind, but then they've got their other stuff with them that is sharing.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to see the entries and to see what other people were like smoking on and sharing. Because it was kind of crazy that some of the stuff from Grow Fire Farms, man, there was a jar that someone else picked up from him, and that dude would not share it for anything. He would not break off any pieces of it, and that stuff was gnarly.
Yeah, shout
So
that dude out too, man. Grow Fire Farms is awesome. He
Yeah,
had us
amazing, dude.
over. I think it was Friday night. He had us over, so I got to try. He hadn't even picked what he was going to enter, but I tried all the jars he had, and I would have had a hard time picking.
Yeah, yeah.
Red, I want to
You
say
know
it
why
was
you didn't know yet.
yeah, that Chimeria or something like that ended up at someone else's tent, and that dude would not break any of it off, dude. And that came right from,
He said it's mine.
yeah, we did have a really good time. But let's reel it back in to talk about Saul. How'd your grow journey start? You know, when it became legal, like you said, and you started growing. How'd you reach out for information? Were you deciding on? I mean, on what products you were going to use and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of started doing some research, found a few different grow channels. I think Mr. Grow It was one of the first people I found, Hi Again, and just kind of from there, it just stumbled onto learning, different channels, learning different avenues. And I have a couple friends locally that have been growing for a while, and the one guy just kind of recommended Build a Soil for a new grower. And I just went to the store and slowly started getting most of the amendments, and I've just stuck with that since.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. It is kind of expensive to get started out, depending pot size and however you're trying to feed it. But once you get everything, it lasts quite a while.
Yeah, those amendments they'll last for a while.
Yeah, so I mean, I still have a couple bags I can't remember exactly which ones, but those are from about 3 years ago.
Oh, our buddy Eskimo Grows, he's got to go and take care of the family, dude. He's got to go on the ocean for a hunt. All right, man.
Launching the boat. Have fun.
Yeah.
Be
Good
safe.
luck, Eskimo. You take care of business, buddy.
Man.
Love
Yeah.
you, dude.
There's another big part of Seed to Harvest right there is Eskimo Grows, man. Love seeing his name up there and all of his updates. So back to that build a soil, it is a little pricey at the very beginning, but if you take care of the soil, right, and you can reuse it.
Yeah, so in the the jump, it's kind of spendy, but like you said, you can reuse the soil, and some of the amendments last quite a while.
That soil always gets reused. Just start a new one.
Right.
One goes out.
I'm really digging the freeze dried coconut, man. That stuff I think gives the plants a real big boost.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
Hey, J Rats, what's going on?
What's up, J Rats?
Your new name's gonna have to be the champ, Saul.
For a year at least of the DGC,
right?
Yeah, for the next
someone
year.
else might take that.
Yeah,
because like you said too, there was a lot of good jars on those tables. I was nervous.
There was a lot of good growers over there that entered. Yeah, it was just man. It was a lot of flavors to go through. I had some amazing stuff that one of Tanazi's guys had, that Black Cherry Bliss, and that stuff was amazing, dude. I fell in love with that stuff. It's like my favorite now.
Well, and then you got another. You got to try another pheno from Trip Blunts too. He had Black Cherry.
Yeah,
Bliss.
There was two different, and they were both just amazing, dude. It was like
Yeah, shout out Trip Blunts and his wife, man. They were key in this trip. We all stayed in an Airbnb. It was those two, me and Macho, in an Airbnb, and they did all the driving. So shout those guys out.
It was my first time meeting them, and they were just wonderful people, great people, super friendly, super sharing. They were just pulling out their stuff and passing it around.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah, he lives in a good traffic situation about 15 minutes from me, so he's local to me. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I went and just picked up my trophy yesterday from him.
Nice.
Look at that beauty.
Let's bring you on the main screen. Do that
Show
again,
that team
Saul.
off a little bit, Saul.
Look at that. Yeah.
Probably blurry, but yeah. What a feeling, man. So if you're ever out there wondering if you should enter your flower or concentrates in a cup, do it.
Right. And then there were a couple comments where somebody had mentioned that they said that it was just a bunch of homies judging each other's flower. Well, that's the DGC community, man.
That is the DGC. I talked to probably 60 to 100 plus people, and every interaction was great. Everybody had a different story as to why they were there, where they came from, but they all came there for one thing, and that's this plant.
Yep.
and they were all looking to get down and try all kinds of stuff. And
Oh man, there was so much floating around there. It was amazing. Just every time you turn around, there's a new flavor. You're like, ooh, what's this?
And you know, there's a lot of people that go there with the intent to try all of the samples, and I heard multiple people say that they got through all 58 this year.
Right.
Our own God damn it, now I'm blanking on his name. Holy Toledo. Our own Holy Toledo went through them all, and then in the next morning he went through all the hash in like 20 minutes, dude.
Nice.
You guy's a champion. He's a trooper, dude. Holy Toledo.
He's in the chat right now. He hopes his package shows up. It was supposed to be there Thursday. Oh yeah.
Oh man, little delay.
Hopefully it'll get there.
That's all right. Everything is slow.
It went slow. There's a bunch of people had to go, oh man, it smells good.
Yes, CC, when you go in for your registration, they don't tell you what your number is. It's random. Banner does it when you sign up. You don't get to see what your number is. And what was interesting that we asked a lot of people, we were like, well, you've been going through it and sampling it. Have you found your jar? And sometimes they'd be like, yes. And then, well, I think it's one of these three. It was interesting. Did you end up testing flour and finding your entry, Saul?
I did. It took a while though. I mean, the line at that table for, the first 2 hours was pretty packed. It was hard to get in there. So I started, like when you walked into the tent, I started at the beginning and did like about the first third. Kind of stepped away, went and talked to some people, and then I looped to the back of it and did the last, like into the middle. Still didn't find it, so I took another break and then came back and I found it eventually.
You're oh, that's mine. I know it.
Yep,
I know it. You know your flavor. You're like, ooh,
based on the smell. Like I didn't even look at it. I was just smelling all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. CC, there's no way to rig it. It was definitely everybody at the cup. When you go in and you you get your bag. They hand you a one hitter. They hand you it was a little Grove bag. It was a one hitter. It was a lighter, and then there were 3 voting tokens in there.
Yeah.
So it was definitely taster's choice. Everybody was in the same jar. It was down one single row. Every little tiny bit, the flour would change just to the left one or something like that. It was as fair as it could possibly be. And
right. Yeah. Shout out to all the bud tenders and everybody too, because they just have that down. Like they're real good at their job. So. Yeah,
there's a little magnifying glass with the light on it so that you could see what the flour looked like. You could ask to smell it. They would let you look at the jar, and then you broke off a little piece and you got to test it in your one hitter.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And it was really fun. So what did you think of your first? I mean, that's your second DGC Cup that you've been to, right, Saul?
Yep. That was my second year. Last year I was out there with Astro and Macho.
Yeah.
I didn't enter anything last year.
Just went for the experience.
Yeah, I just went for the experience. Astro was working, so I was kind of helping him out, so I just went to experience it.
That's when he was carrying around the big rig, right? He had that big old rig walking around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's not count last year. So what did you think of your first DGC Cup?
First entry.
It was awesome, man. I would recommend anybody that couldn't make it this year, start saving and go next year.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I didn't even enter anything. I just went for the experience and I had an amazing time, dude. It was just to meet all these people, John Lindsay and all the people in the chat. Like it was amazing, dude.
Yeah,
Super
that was
cool.
my first time meeting Elle. That was cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I had met Chris last year, but to meet Elle
we've been
awesome.
chatting for a while, and to finally get to meet you in person and shake your hand, say hi, super cool.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and your homies when you call up, hey, I'm in town, and it's like I'm at the crib, come on through, So that's the kind of family connections that we actually did make this weekend.
Look, we got Default Behaviors in here. She was with us too, hanging out. Shout out to you.
Look at that.
I unfortunately didn't get to meet her. We just never really crossed paths. Yeah, unfortunately. I feel like she's pretty close to me, So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's
In
kind
the-
of quiet.
in the same region.
She seemed very quiet, you know. So,
Yeah.
but very lovely person. It was great
Yep.
meeting you.
Hey, I'm gonna take my camera off here. I gotta plug my phone in. I just don't want to lose you guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
Watch
So
out.
Seed to Harvest, we had the vendor table. It did really well. We, like we said, Root Nerds sponsors us every year. Shout out to Mark
to
over
him.
there, and we get the word out. And Elle and I don't talk bad about any other podcast, any other product. We just say that we prefer something to another thing because we just don't think that that's right. And so that's how we were presenting the Sprout. People asked a lot of questions about it, and there were a few sales, and then people were interested and have reached out to Mark since then. So I think it's pretty cool that we were able to get the word out with that.
Yeah, right at the last minute, man. We hit a sale right at the last minute. This lady came up and she was looking for something, and perfect, dude.
Yeah, she was like, I hear you had one of those seed germinating things. And is it this? And I said, no, it's this one. But here's the information. You spend all this money on seeds. You definitely want to make sure that they pop. So we'll give you a pack of beans to go with your sprout. And she picked it up. So we thought that was cool.
Yeah, and Chris had some old bag seeds in the Root Nerd, so he could open it up and people could see them sprouted in there. It was really cool, man. Super.
Yeah, those things were crawling. Those things were crawling out of there.
Yeah, dude, those things were ready, dude.
He showed me, and they were like crawling out of the. What was
Yeah,
it, the
they waved at me.
Flexigerm, I think you had.
The original one, the sprout, right?
Okay.
The metal one. But yeah, the seed casings were kicked, and there were cotyledon leaves inside the pad.
Right?
Ready to go.
It was pretty crazy. Oh, look, Sly is there.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Slides in
I get
the
to meet
chat,
him.
dude. That tags that he had, man, I've still got some of that. That was really good, Sly. Shout out to you, dude. Great job on that one. Hey,
Yeah,
there's McCannabis Luke.
Oh, McCannabis
What up,
Luke,
Luke?
what's up, man?
Speak
Shout
of the devil.
out.
Yeah, right.
So with your big win, how have you been invited on to other shows and stuff like that? As we did, we locked in the exclusive first interview with Saul. We made sure that was going to happen.
We got lucky because he's a homie, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Chris asked me at the Cup. He's like, "Hey, do you want to come on to Seed to Harvest? Like, we'd love to have you on first, get to talk to you." And yeah, I've had some other people reach out, and I had to decline, but we just pushed it back to next week. So
We appreciate you, dude.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%, man. Yeah.
What's up, Porky?
we figured that we would break you in, get everything started so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable on camera because
Right.
you're going to be behind the camera a little bit more.
Yeah,
You'll
I don't
have
go
your,
on camera
your whole
much.
story
So
down.
if I'm in Discord, maybe, but yeah, I don't do live. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Chunky
I
said he told me
appreciate.
no for last night, fool.
Oh, we want to appreciate everybody who's shown up to talk to Saul, to hear about Saul. If you guys have questions in the chat, go ahead and pop them in, and CC will get them up on screen. If you guys forgot, CC420 is our producer in the background. She takes care of everything. We get to take our hands off the wheel and spend our time being, the talent versus working behind the scenes.
There's Big Mike. Big Mike, dude, did you see what happened to Big Mike? I gave him some of my seasoning, and the customs took it. They're grilling with my seasoning, dude. I know it. They're cooking with that stuff, dude. I know it.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it smelled good.
Mo was like, "Yep, he didn't make it through customs with that. They stole it."
To be
I'll
honest,
send you some more, man. I'll send you some more. You know it.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a jar of Keef.
Yeah,
right.
So
it's got a regular in there. So
but
everybody kept asking me, "Is there weed in there? Is there weed in there?" No, it's oregano. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we got to talk to Big Mike from 420 Things. We got to meet his family. He's here in from Canada. They got to check out Denver while we did the Cup. Very good grower himself. Got to hang out with him.
Great hash. Great hash.
Yeah.
I thought it was Keith too. Yeah, see, everybody thought it was Keith. Just a big jar of seasoning.
Yeah, it's always good hanging out with Mike. He's good company.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I was hanging out with him at the Gromy Getaway, and then at DGC. Man, he is a great person. Super cool dude.
Yep.
Saul, I know this is a big win, but do you want to talk about some failures that you might have had in the grow too? Not many people can just pick it up after a couple years and then be entering, winning first place. So you
He's
want
like,
to talk
nah,
about
I'm
that a
killing
little
it
bit?
day one, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I really haven't, knock on wood, have had any like major issues as far as bugs. Like I just saw a fungus gnat flying around, and that's honestly like the most I'll deal with, or spilling water, spilling soil, breaking branches, stuff like that. But again, with the build a soil way, my plants are usually pretty healthy. I do hand water, so sometimes I'm still all over water or underwater. I just had a G-Ride mom in the tent. No matter what I did, it just did not look happy. It was always wilted, just looked sad. So I took a couple cuts off of it, and then I threw that outside, and about 6 hours later, it just perked up and looks brand new.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
So possible light issue then? The strength?
Possible light issue. I don't know if it was too close, too far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll see some deficiencies here and there, especially if it's something new that I haven't run. Like if it's a heavy feeder, sometimes it takes, a week or two for the build of soil to actually work.
Yeah, to actually start supplying what it needs.
Do you have any liquid nutrients that you'll do in between if you do notice that?
I don't. I'm actually about to take part in the Red Raptor Solo Cup Challenge in the Soulfire Discord. So I think I am going to pick up some salts and run that because it's Solo Cup hand water only.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't think the organics would do it fully.
Yeah, that style, I think you definitely need a little extra.
Yep. So that's gonna be all new to me. I'm actually gonna run cocoa with maybe some Athena.
Nice.
All right.
So I've never run any salts. I've always just run the build of soil.
I'll use sometimes I'll forget or I'm being lazy and I won't re-amend in time, and so I'll use some green rush nutrients just to provide some while the amendments are breaking down, just to provide it something,
Yeah, but yeah, I think
really
with that solo cup challenge, to get it from start to finish and stay healthy, I'll need to use salts.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to figure out how you can water multiple times a day too, because once those roots...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I usually am at my house, so with the exception of taking a little vacation here and there, which I have my lady water for me, and she kills it. All my plants look great when I get home.
We've got 1 gallons right now that we're watering twice a day, and if we don't hit that twice a day, they look pissed off in the morning.
Pretty mad.
Even though lights come on, they're kind of like this and say more water. So
yeah.
Speaking of that, what was some of the vending tables that caught your eye, or you spent some time at during the cup?
I checked out. I forget her name, but I believe she was with Matt from Strange Show. I think that was his lady.
The
I
artist,
forget her booth, but she had a bunch of paintings that she did that were like DGC specific. I have one somewhere. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you got one for winning. I think it was the.
Yeah.
Is it by Natalia? It's Natalia, right?
Natalia, that's her name.
Look at that. So sick.
Yeah, you can see that light reflector. But yeah, she was selling these, and then she had a few other ones. I have another one. It's just like
she had ones that were just like flower. Oh, dude, they were great. They were great.
I have one that's like just the top of a plant, and it had like an iguana on it. I thought that one was cool, so I picked that up too. But then I checked out, I think it was next to your guys' booth, that variant dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He had he has a bunch of like mutant cannabis strains, and he actually placed, I think, top 10 somewhere in there.
Sly shared a reel with that guy in it. Yeah, that guy was very interesting, dude.
Yep. Yeah, and I met him last year and talked to him for a while last year. So I just stopped by and said hi to him again.
Yeah.
I stopped by the Irie booth, Rasta Jeff. Yep. But yeah, most of my time was spent just like hanging out, smoking joints with everyone.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Seed to Harvest had set up a second tent outside of where our booth was, and all the homies were back there hanging out. We didn't edit some of the footage, but we were doing some dumb stuff just because we could. Holy Toledo comes over with the biggest joint that I've ever seen, and
Yeah,
he
that
was
was
like,
fun, man.
let's smoke this, and you actually had to use two hands because until it got kind of shorter, you had to have a crutch
Yeah,
for
you
it
had
to
to
follow it.
You had to prop that
Support
little
it.
son of a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice that you guys had that little area. To the people that were out there, it was hot. The people.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. Sunday I actually started feeling like I was getting heat exhaustion, so I had to like
That's what I heard.
remove myself for a while and go sit in the air conditioning and just kind of get out of that funk.
Come here.
Right. Yeah.
Come
Yeah, because it was 90, 95 degrees out there, so
And then
consuming
on
all
top
day.
of that,
And, yeah.
and on top of that, you're a mile high. You got a lot of you guys aren't used to the altitude here. So
Yeah,
that makes a difference
100%.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the elevation
affected
definitely
me.
makes a difference.
But yeah, the
High
altitude is no joke.
What else did you do here in Colorado besides the show? You went to the baseball game on Friday. You crammed a
Yep.
bunch of stuff in the couple days you were here.
Yeah, it kind of felt like we never stopped moving. So I landed Wednesday,
All right, come on.
like afternoon. Triplets and his wife picked me up. We drove up to Boulder, had lunch, and then we went up to Rocky Mountain National Park, which is also very, very crazy if no one's ever been up there.
Very
high. I think we made it to 12,000 feet, and I kind of started feeling it, like maybe I
Yeah.
was going to pass out. So definitely keep that in mind if you go up there, because there's 3 more stops to the top.
Yeah, that's
Chonky.
something that you don't really think about unless that's what you're going there to do, and then you're just going there to walk around. Then you're like, oh, let's go check this out. Oh shit, I didn't think about elevation sickness. Yeah,
It'll hit you real quick.
A lot of people come to Colorado and they're like, we're going to do that 14 or da 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 da. And like you said, you get about 12,000 feet and you're just like, wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, your body has other plans at that elevation.
I mean, it's standard here in Colorado that at the gas stations they have oxygen for you.
Yeah,
you can buy
somebody
this
recommended
thing.
we get Kobe a thing of oxygen just to. I think it was Guppy Girl. I saw her in the chat. Recommended we get oxygen for Kobe. And I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh wow, maybe we should. So
next year I'll get one.
That's something they don't have. Definitely.
So yeah, we did that. We went to Lookout Mountain outside of Golden, Colorado.
Yeah.
And then we hung out there for a little bit, and then we drove over to Red Rocks to check that out. Didn't go to a show, but I just wanted to go there and see it.
I want to go to a show at that place so bad just to see somebody play there. It looks so cool.
Yeah, I really wouldn't even care who it was,
Yeah,
just the amphitheater is really nice, man, and you definitely have to experience the spiral staircase getting into that venue. That's something that anybody that's been to Red Rocks talks about, So,
really?
Yeah, that's part of the experience.
I'll have to go back. We didn't do that part, so I'll have to go back for a show.
Now they have a whole thing, don't they, where people just do they run the amphitheater. It's like a whole event. Everybody just runs up and down or runs the aisles. That looked really fun and interesting.
We saw some guys running, and there's no way I could do that. I mean, those steps are 2.5 feet tall, and I don't know how deep.
Yeah, running up them. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. We stuffed a lot of stuff into a weekend, so.
Yeah.
And we hung out here Thursday evening, getting ready for it. We had a bunch of good time, man. It's always fun. We're definitely going to be putting that back together and doing that again. Let's talk about the DGC for a minute. What got you into the DGC? Was it just another channel that got recommended because of the other people you found, or how did that work out?
Yeah, I think I honestly found them through you guys. And then I went to an event near Kansas City, Missouri, like 2 or 3 years ago, and they were at that same event. So I got to hang out with all of them there, give them some joints. We went out to dinner. So I've hung out with those guys a few times, and they're all super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like most of the shows I watch, I just kind of found them through other shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It
So
kind
yeah,
of
shout out the
snowballs when
dude,
you
and shout out Scotty, Grambo, all those guys.
when you start watching one show and then you kind of get introduced to everybody else, and it just snowballs. You just start following a bunch of different shows, and then you end up,
Yep.
oh look, I watch all of them.
It does, and honestly, most time like I haven't been paying attention to the chat, but most of it's always like the same people in the same shows that I watch. John Lindsay,
Yeah,
Jaw
the diehards.
Lion, Xylence, MF Texan, Frankie's, just everybody I see everywhere. So it's cool to see everybody going to different shows and hanging out.
You'll go from one chat into another, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while."
Yeah. There's probably some people in here that were watching Chad Westport.
Yeah,
Like I was
I'm
watching
sure.
Chad Westport before this started. Another great dude. I got to meet him last year at DGC, so that was super cool.
I was so hoping to meet him this year, but unfortunately he didn't make it. But next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope to see way more people next year out there.
Scotty and Dude are really cool people. That whole group's there. Works really hard at what they do. It started out as two guys just wanting to talk about cannabis, and then it was two guys that found out they didn't know shit about cannabis. And it moved on from there, and with great people like Jay Maestro and some of those other guys and Grambo since the beginning, things like that. That's what made the community. And then to be able to go to a cup like this and to actually meet the community, see the community. It's one thing for the three of us to sit here and talk about the DGC and that there were a few people there. So when you're there and you see that circus tent full of people from almost end to end.
Giant circus tent.
Yep.
I think it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those guys have been doing it for a long time, and now they know a lot about cannabis, and they want to share that knowledge. They're supporters of ours because we have the same goal. And one of the missions is that there's no reason why this plant should be gate kept. For the longest time, that's how it was. You want to talk to a little bit about that? Have you noticed some of that stuff, Saul?
Yeah, I have. I'm not a big fan of gatekeeping, Obviously, if it's like some proprietary secret or so, you know what I mean? Something like that. But yeah, I mean, gatekeeping how you're running stuff, like I like to share that. If people ask, I'm willing to share, And like, I wouldn't know a lot of the stuff that I know if my homies were gatekeeping that info. They're willing to pass it on because they want to see people grow. Like my first 2x2 setup I gave to a buddy. He's on his third run, and this is the first one from seed, but he's about to flip to flower. I actually drove over and got some cuts today.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's loving it. It's really cool to see a friend enjoying it as much as I do.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. You got somebody to talk about. I mean, I know my wife gets tired of me talking about it, so
100%.
I'm sure some people around you get annoyed with it. So it gives you someone to actually communicate the plant with.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, last night I was in the tent and I went into the bedroom and she told me I smelled like a sour weed gummy. And I said, well, that's kind of how it is, Everything kind of stinks once I'm in the tent.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What kind of terps and smoke is the G Ride for anybody who's not had the pleasure of trying it?
It was like almost like a fermented, fruity, funky with like a little bit of gas on the back end. And it's really sedative for me. And I don't know which cross in that is because it's Gary Payton cross with Hood Candies.
Oh, that's the cross on it. Okay.
Yep. So the Hood Candies is YU Jelly and another strain that Soulfire made. I'm not sure exactly what the lineage is on it, but it's got the Gary Payton funk to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Toledo's is the rotten fruit.
Yeah, I shoot for, funky, fruity terps are fine, but I want something a little more like nose hair curling.
You want something that stands out where you're like, what the hell is
kick
that?
You in the face, yeah.
Yeah.
Because my other keeper is a Black Maple 22 that my buddy gifted me for my birthday, and I'm going on 3 years of having that around.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black Maple, I don't remember what cut number it was, but Black Maple took the cup one year also.
Yeah, it was probably the 22, Black Maple 22 from Bloom Seed Co.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big hashers. They like hash plants over there.
So you're into the
great.
funky terps, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
So sampling the jars, everybody's stoked there. Everybody starts off really early, so you're not going to be able to judge it on effects. How would you say that you were? Did anything like stand out, kind of like make you wince when you got to smell it when you were at the table?
Yeah, there were, I would say, at least 15 jars that were like open it and kick you in the face, like funky.
You had to do a double take. Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. You know, I kind of wish I would have been able to, or had enough time to go through and smell them all again, but it took so long the first time.
Right. In the past years, you kind of have to go and you look at it and you say, well, you find 10, 15 or something that are worth the look, and then you go and you smell them and you hope that they smell like they look, and then you only have like 15 to look at. What's really odd though is like you open a jar and it's not the greatest looking one. You normally wouldn't smell it, but when someone like suggests, hey, have you smelled 15? No, I didn't, because I didn't like to see the flower was whatever. And then you open it up and it's like that pow hits you in your face and you're like, well, now we need to try this one.
Now we got to talk.
Yeah, so my main thing was smelling all of them. And then I would try them. Yeah, I would try them based on the smell. I would realize
you left something on the table, huh?
Yeah, I don't even know how many I got, but definitely smell first for me. I don't really, if it doesn't have the bag appeal, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. As long as it's got that.
So being a guy who ran through and smelled it all, were there like ones that stood out that you could tell that either they rushed it or it didn't dry right? We're not asking to call out any names. We don't do that in the community, but did you notice that there's some people that have some work to do still too?
Oh shit. My phone almost fell. Yeah, you know, and I honestly still have some work to do, so but yeah, there were definitely a couple that smelled rushed, like weren't fully cured.
Yeah.
And then that honestly, I think I said it earlier, I can't keep my hand out of the cookie jar. So that jar was like the longest I've had anything cure. So I was fortunate enough I was able to show enough self-restraint to save that sample.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely a couple that smelled like they may have been dried a little bit too long. But again, most of those jars were absolute fire.
Macho, you smoked almost every time that we smoked, so I would probably say at least a keeper, if not more, over that weekend.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw Macho. Well, I did see him not smoking, but when he was not smoking, he was rolling.
Right.
I'd say double what he said.
Okay. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Big shout out to him. Every time that we were hanging out, he was more than willing to roll up his big old dubers. And they're classy too, man. Glass tips, some glowed in the dark. He showed us how to do it. If you guys look at Instagram, Saul recorded him putting one of his nice pieces of artwork together, which was pretty cool with the time lapse.
Yeah, that was the hash hole. He was using that little like form that Frankie sent him.
Yeah,
to like put the flour in to like flatten it out.
Yeah,
he had like
where to roll.
He had a whole little case for everything. You know, the tips, everything.
It was a toolbox,
he had like
dude.
a rolling toolbox.
It was a full-on toolbox. He even said like, "Oh, I forgot my scissors." So he had scissors that went in there too. He just forgot them.
Yep.
I had asked him if he could show me how he did that. So he brings out the paper and then he brings out the form and everything else. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
It takes time, but man, those things are perfect, man. Perfect.
So always something to do. They ask for you to enter 2 ounces because there's over 400 people that show up to the show. So they want to make sure that there's enough for people to try. You do your best to shoot for that 2 ounces, but they'll take anything over an ounce.
As long as
Like
it
Saul, you
fills
got to
up
learn
one
how to
of,
keep your hand out of the cookie jar.
if it fills up
Yeah.
one of these, you're good.
That's right. Those are the jars that they pick. It's
This is actually Triplins. Shout out him. This is the actual jar
Oh,
from the
nice.
cup. So
Hell yeah, you have the jar.
yeah,
Sick.
still smells pretty
You're
good.
gonna have to put every time you harvest that, you're gonna have to put it in that jar.
Just this one.
yeah.
That's right.
This is the number
Absolutely.
83, right? This is the
Yeah, I
G
thought-
Ride 83.
I thought that was cool. He brought that back for me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
rad, dude.
that's cool.
Super cool.
Friends looking out for each other, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, that was all weekend, you know.
That's
so
sick.
now that the dust is starting to settle, can you tell everybody what you actually won besides that cool ass trophy that you brought everywhere in Colorado with you?
Yeah, right. So first place was whatever the new Canatrol is called.
What?
Right?
Which is cool. I've talked to them, and I think I'm going to be able to pick that up at my local grow shop.
Oh,
So I don't have to
sweet.
wait for shipping or anything. I'll just go pick it up.
Yeah.
And then I got a $300 gift certificate to AC Infinity, and then
Nice.
$250 to Real Growers.
Nice.
And I think I got a 10-pack of the Farmer Freeman sex testing kits.
Sweet.
Yep.
Nice, man.
Freaking
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's
pretty
pretty-
cool.
That's a pretty big haul, huh?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
pretty hefty prize pack there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Shout out to the
Canatrol's
sponsors.
right.
Yep. AC Infinity. They did a lot for them. Shout out to those guys. Dude, that trophy looks amazing back there. You're gonna have to get a little display for it.
Yeah, I want to make a stand for it.
Yeah.
As you can see, these skateboards in the background. I have a bunch of broken ones, so I think I'm going to make a stand.
Oh,
Put
that's
it up in the
perfect,
corner
dude.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's totally Saul, made out of some old skate decks.
Yep.
And we've already talked about how to upgrade next year's first place trophy, because if you guys have seen it up close, those nugs are not. They do not look like anything that was presented at the,
Kind of looks like green popcorn chicken.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still a pretty cool trophy. I might have to dig that out of there and fill it with actual flour.
Right,
yeah, they were talking about next
send
year,
the
just fill it with
pictures
a nug of each one of the entries and just have an actual.
that
would be
was
cool.
what was discussed. Yeah.
Nice.
So what's ahead for you, Saul? Now that you've got this big win under your belt.
Yeah. I'm looking to probably enter some more competitions. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that G-Ride in flour right now, so I have a local competition coming up through the Grow Store. I think I'm going to enter that. I'm doing some testing for Spaceman Seed Co. right now.
Nice.
Other than that, that dude, shout out that guy.
Cool.
just popping seeds and trying to find good phenos to keep around.
Nice.
I kind of want to get into concentrates a little bit more. I got a buddy that's building out a cold room at his house, so
wow,
I might be able to enter some G-Ride rosin next year.
Ooh, baby, you heard it, folks.
Yep.
Get your tickets now.
If you're interested in entering the concentrate, you have to do it fast, because they keep it down to a small amount. There were 10 this year, right?
Yep, 9 or 10, I think.
I think it was 10, but four didn't show up.
That's right. So there were actually 9 there, and we tasted pretty much every single one of those.
I missed a couple, I think. I got to number 8 or 9 at the last second. I didn't get. Well, we got 10 at Scotty's house, so I think 9 was the only one I missed.
Yeah, at the cup, I think I tried 6, but then at the bakery, I think I got to try the remaining.
That's
we
right.
had quite a bit of stuff going around the bakery that day. That was fun, man. Good times.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks to Scotty for having us up there. That's so cool for him to invite us up to his house and hang out after the cup.
Let Kobe play with his dogs. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
man.
speak a little bit about that. It was Saturday and Sunday night, right? We were over there.
Yep. Yeah, it's it's up in the mountain a little bit, so it's like just that in itself is cool. But yeah, just the vibe up there. He's always playing music. Go out to the bakery and you can see the old brickweed that he's got chilling in there.
Yeah.
Maybe funny. Hit the volcano bag while you're inside. But yeah, he's good. I like him and his wife. They're awesome. Great hosts. Again, having a bunch of people up to your house 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, they had people staying there, and dude, it was super hospitable.
Yeah.
Amazing people.
Yeah, what a good place. What a good bunch of people.
Yeah.
And it's very comfortable, people, they just chill around the fire and we pass around joints and we just have a good time. He usually finds something crazy music up on the TV, which is kind of weird, some acid trip type of music, which is kind of fun, but the whole mood is set and it's really fun, cool vibes. We smoked a bunch of hash. We smoked a couple cross joints, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that was fun, man. That was my first time with one of those. Those things are very interesting. Fun little.
Yeah, that was fun. We had everybody at one point. Everybody had a grinder when Macho stuffed that big cone.
That was funny. The cross joint, we had a flavor in each one, so it was super interesting. You were getting 3 different flavors all in one. It was super cool.
Nice.
Yeah, the stuff that we do, we're hanging out, right?
Yeah, relaxing after the cup, man. It's necessary, so I'm glad we
that
went
was
up there.
That was like the highlight, dude. My highlight number 1 was watching you win because that was amazing, and then highlight number 2 is just chilling at Scotty's with everybody else, just relaxing, passing it around, and just just chit chatting, not filming and all that, just sitting there talking, having a conversation,
just hanging out.
Amazing, great time.
Yeah,
and
I was just gonna say I'm still like kind of riding that wave of winning. I was so shocked when dude called my name.
You could see it. You could see it.
Yeah, and then I was very, very elevated, we should say, and I walked away without grabbing my trophy.
I know.
And I couldn't even hear him at that point. I was just floating so high I couldn't even hear him screaming at me.
Yeah, you were giving hugs to everybody. Yeah, dude, it was amazing. It was an amazing thing.
Yeah.
That was a highlight. Especially you leaving the trophy behind just made it even 10 times better because it forced you to go back up there. It was rad.
Yeah, and I realized when I watched back the video, I like cut him off when he was talking, but I'm sure he's fine with that.
Yeah, and it was funny. Saul comes over and he's like, "I can't even talk right now." And
100%. I lost my voice for a little bit. Like I definitely screamed a little bit after you win something like that. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it was such a cool feeling, to be able to share that experience with all of my friends out there too. Made it even better.
Yeah, and we were definitely proud.
You said you ran into somebody that you knew from way back in the day that you hadn't seen in a while over there, didn't you?
Yeah. It was when I used to live in northern Minnesota. One of my buddies I used to work with. Like I initially had seen him in the barn and said to myself, like, "There's no way that's that dude." And 20 minutes later, I walked into the tent. He said my name, and I was just like, "There he is." So yeah, I haven't seen him in like probably 15 years.
It's so cool.
So
Small world,
randomly to have him see me win that too was super cool.
Yeah, that was rad.
And it was very tight competition. From what I saw in the DGC, it was the top 4 were all separated by 1 vote.
Wow, it was that close?
Yeah, it was that close. The top 4 were, anybody could have won that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that close. Holy shit. I mean,
yep.
Way to go, Saul.
Yeah, Saul. Crazy, there it is right there. Hard work,
a good
man.
Feeling. Yeah.
Well, good thing you voted for yourself, right, Saul? No.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they give you the tokens. You got to vote for your own,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, we see Blazing Arizona in there. Holy Toledo, Dale Palmer. And then Saul also got to meet the veterans too. That we worked with season 5 with. So
yeah, that was nice
CJ.
talking with them. I'm gonna try to link those guys with Soulfire.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
To my knowledge, Soulfire is a veteran. Like, there's a separate veteran channel in his Discord. So I'm gonna try to link up Operation Green Healing and Soulfire.
That'd be right.
Yeah, trying to get the word out, and as usual, the DGC.
Get the vets growing some Soulfire,
Yeah, that would be rad.
Right. And then the DGC always gets the remainder of the flour out to the veterans, so shout out to the veterans for what they do, what they did, and what we can do to help them out too. So
Yeah,
a lot of veterans could be looking forward to a gift bag.
Right, and then they also did the food drive, and then they dropped it off at the local food bank, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think I saw in the chat he got 102 pounds of food for the food drive. Not a bad haul, fool.
Yeah, my dad's a veteran too, so I appreciate what those guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father is a veteran as well, so we were able to hook them up. They are taking the season 5 boxes to some of their next events. We gave a couple of those away. It was pretty cool, man. We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Well,
Saul Fire. Big Germ, you just nailed it. Saul Fire. There's your new name, dude.
I'm gonna get my name changed in the Discord over there.
Yep.
Right?
Shout out Soulfire too. He sent me a box of his gear too for taking first out there.
Dude, that's amazing.
I think he had 3 of his strains in the top 5 out there. So
yeah, his name was all over that place.
If you haven't had a chance, hit up some Soulfire.
Yeah, I got to try quite a bit of Soulfire, and everything I tried was amazing.
Yeah, there were a lot of Soulfire entries in the cup this year. I think next year he should be out there, have a booth.
Right? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people want to meet that dude.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not busy,
Yeah.
Chunky, go ahead and email the show, Chunky, at our producer will put it at the bottom. If any of you guys want to get a hold of us at any time, email the show, and it's seedtoharvestpodcast@gmail.com. We check it regularly, so we will answer emails. So yeah, if you want to purchase a box and have it donated to a veteran, we can go ahead and do that. Just hit us up.
Absolutely.
So there it is right there. Have you ran
awesome
anything else?
Chunky out there too.
Yeah, that was
dude,
cool, man.
He's such an amazing dude. Like, I can't praise you enough, Chunky. You're an amazing dude. It was a pleasure meeting you, and it was great seeing you, hanging out with you, everything.
And Chunky helped.
No joke was fire.
Yeah, it was. And Chunky brought that toad venom, right? Isn't that what he had? The 2 different phenos.
It was the S1 of the toad venom. He had the purple and the green. And I only tried the purple by itself, but it did have a very unique flavor. I actually have some here that I'm holding on. I told Yuma Rays that I'd bring it home and we'd try it together. So
Nice.
Gotta try it with the homie,
Very nice of you. Yep.
No, there was a lot of good stuff floating around there. The Tiki Rain was talked about a lot there too, to help.
I got to tell you, I tried CJ's Tiki Rain, and dude, I love the flavor on that one. Amazing. CJ did a great job, dude. Or the Tiki Rain, that's the one.
Yeah, the Tiki Rain. So that's getting ready to go off to the lab to be checked out, and we're hoping that it tests like the purple pheno did with mine. And it basically is a 2-to-1 THC to CBD. So that's what we were looking for with the pheno hunt. Chris seems to always have some sort of issues in his grow. So there were no clones taken this year for this one, but that's all right. I'm pretty sure that it'll stand up to the test.
Yeah.
Where do you get the testing done for that?
So I use Rimrock Analytical, our trade partner, and I just make a phone call and set up an appointment with Taylor to drop it off at the lab. And they're $45 to $50 depending. Use S2H Potcast at checkout. If you're local, though, he doesn't take any samples through the mail, so you have to call and make an appointment. Yeah, so
makes sense.
We had a couple samples left here while people were here in Colorado, so we're gonna end up taking those over to the lab. So Yeah, not everybody's lucky enough to have that kind of stuff in their state, so we're happy
Right.
that they can help out.
There was a deer just running right there. I don't think I
Oh
caught it,
yeah,
but it was just so cool.
where
out
are
here.
you, El? I know you're in
I'm in
Montrose. but-
Montrose, Colorado, and just sitting
Is
in the
that a
front
park?
yard, and there's literally just a deer in the yard
Oh,
next
okay.
to us, just running by.
Nice.
Super
Nature.
cool.
Yeah, that's right, Chunky. They do sex testing too, and that's available to everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Chunky Nose Taylor,
Saul,
huh? Sweet.
we learned a little bit about the grower. What else do you like to do besides growing? What do you else? What kind of
I like
things?
to spend a lot of time outside. I got a little fishing boat, so I spend a lot of time in that.
Ice
Get
fishing.
out.
This dude loves
Yeah.
ice fishing.
In the wintertime, I do a lot of ice fishing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
super cold and not much going on, so we go sit on the lake and smoke about it.
Because why not, right? I would.
Yeah,
I'd love to go
I
visit
have
you and
fun.
do that one time. That'd be super cool. Get off of me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few of us. We've talked about planning an ice fishing smokeout trip a little bit north of me. So let me
That
know
would
if you
be
want to come
sick.
up here.
That'd
Yeah,
be
Yeah,
rad.
we think
Yeah,
we're going to work on that. Yeah.
yeah. Other than that,
Yeah, I want to do more.
I
I want to do a lot more. Events and cool shit. Stuff like that. Now that I have the freedom to go do so, I want to take full advantage. So we'll have to talk about that for
100%.
sure. Yes, Build a Soil is here in Montrose, you guys. It is. Unfortunately, they closed to the public, so I'll have to reach out and then see if they can get me in there and say hi and whatnot. But I can't just walk in like I used to.
Right. So we're
You
gonna
gotta make an
party in
appointment.
Saul's hut, right?
Yeah.
The ice.
Let's go.
The ice hut. Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy's got a 40-foot ice castle up on Lake of the Woods, so
Damn.
you probably fit quite a few people in there.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Climate controlled 40-foot trailer on the ice to fish out of.
Oh, and then you drill the hole in the bottom and you all chilling there while you're. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, they're not standing
sounds
outside.
I mean, when I go locally, I just sit in like a little tarp hut with a heater,
Yeah.
Nothing fancy here.
Yeah. Ice castle, huh? That sounds fun, dude. Ice castle.
Yeah.
So we see all the skateboards in the background. Do you just collect them, or are you a former skater, Saul?
Yeah, I grew up skateboarding. I just recently had knee surgery like 2 years back, so I haven't stepped on a skateboard in about 2 years, but I have quite the collection. I have more over here and then a lot over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Saul's got a huge collection.
Yeah, I got a couple homies that do art for skateboard companies or own skateboard companies, so I try to collect a lot of their artwork. Yeah, I actually have.
So those are all them behind you, right? Those are all your friends' art or boards and whatnot?
This one, yeah, this is Todd Francis.
Yeah.
Those are neat.
And then, yeah, I got this. I'll show you this one because it's like Colorado specific. Uh-oh. Chris might recognize this one.
Oh
Lucifer.
yeah, Lucifer for sure. That's cool, man.
But yeah, I got quite the collection. It's fun to collect them. I don't really have room for all of them to hang up with the grow tents in the way, so.
You can swap, take some down, put some new ones up, and just keep them rotating. Keep it fresh in the background.
All right.
We'll have to get you a Soulfire skateboard deck now.
Yeah, I'll have to go on CCS and make one. You can do like custom ones on there.
Soulfire. Or just get one with the trophy and then you can just hang that.
There you go. This is hanging a trophy from the skateboard.
Yeah, there you go. Put a shelf on it.
So are you looking forward to popping some more Soulfire, looking for another mom?
Yeah, I actually have a couple in veg right now. I got a couple Don Mega crosses, which is like one of his staples, is the Don Mega. And then, I have so many Soulfire seeds and not enough time, so gotta keep them going, keep cycling through them.
Yeah.
You said that you've got a pretty small. You veg in a 2x4 and you flower in a 4x4. Tell us how you go about running a pheno hunt then with such small quarters.
I usually keep them in small pots, and then I'll take cuts off of everything and wait until I flour it out and smoke it. And if it's something worth keeping, I'll keep it.
And then you get rid of the ones not worth it, right? And
Yeah. I actually, the first time I ran Soulfire, it was the G Ride and then NF Sheesh. I ran them both twice, and I didn't really care for the flavor profile on the NF Sheesh. It was like one of the frostiest plants I've ever grown, but it tasted like black licorice, and I hate black licorice, so I just let it go. But the structure on it was good. I definitely look for kind of tight internodal spacing to get some decent sized buds.
what kind of training? We didn't even ask that. What kind of training do you do? And
I use, for the most part, I just use like the bud trainer clips. Sometimes
clips
early
on
flower,
and opening them up.
Yeah, sometimes in early flower, I'll have to like do the Cushman chiropractics, like pinch the stalk and bend it over. But yeah, so with the Spaceman seed co-testers, like I just let those grow naturally like a Christmas tree, just to see the structure on them for him.
See the form.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure you want reports on that, right? Like
100%.
Yeah, the formation and everything, structure.
Yes. So I basically just use the bud trainer clips. I don't top my plants unless it's an accident. What do they call that? A FIM, right? A FIM.
Yeah.
If I missed.
If I missed. Yep.
I do minimal training.
Green Shed Gardens wants to know, what is your favorite Soulfire so far?
The G Ride and the NF Sheesh are the only ones I've had the opportunity to flower out, just because of the testing. But I have smoked a decent amount of it. I just smoked some Past Your Bedtime the other day with triplets. And that was really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I feel like he just had a couple come out, so I'll probably be going to his house in the next week to test those out.
Nice.
Right. That Past Your Bedtime is really nice in the evening. Because it's nice flavor profile, and it does hit a little harder than some of the other ones.
And Chris, somehow I ended up with both samples of that when I was going through my stuff. I have both. I was like, wait, I have two of this. What the hell? So I swooped on your Past Your Bedtime, dude. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's all right.
Better drive back.
That'd be an expensive sample right there, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I know. He probably has a little bit of everything. So if you're looking for something specific, if you're a part of his Discord, you can go on there and use the Strain Wizard, kind of figure it out. Or his website has a lot of info too.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy where you can directly reach out to him, and you'll get a response from him.
Yeah, he'll get back to you and answer your questions.
Yeah.
I
encourage everyone to try it.
Yeah.
The Mind Flayer.
Yeah, I grew that Mind Flayer, and when I was talking to Soulfire at some other seed spot, they were like, "Well, which version of it?" And I guess that I had the earliest version of it, because now it's turned into an autoflower, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I know he was talking about some like autoflowers and testing. I'm not sure if that went anywhere, but
yeah, the Mind Flayer, it was pretty good. We had sprouted that late alongside something else in season 3, I think, so they didn't get their fair shake. But what I did harvest was really good.
Yeah, I think I have the Mega Mind right now in veg.
Oh, nice.
It was on that same drop.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be interesting.
Mega Mind. What's in that one? That's the Don Mega with something, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I believe so. I'd have to grab my seed bin and look.
I don't know. That Don Mega I've heard a lot about, man.
Yeah, that people really seek that one out. So I've tried in, past sales, whatever, I've tried to pick up any Don Mega crosses I come across.
Yeah.
Right.
One of those ones that's magical. Everything it touches, it just makes fire.
Yeah. Yep. And I got some other stuff too that I'd like to eventually get through. Stuff that some homies have made. 420 Things has done a couple crosses. So yep. After this run of Soulfire, I might take a little break and throw some homie stuff in the tent.
Do a homie hunt?
Yep. Yeah, and
Right? Yeah, I was gonna ask you. How do you figure out what you're gonna grow? How is there enough time? You know, it's
I just kind of look through my 4 or 5 boxes of seeds and
close your eyes and
I
pick
just
one. Shoot.
yeah, pick a couple, and you know, sometimes none of the seeds don't always germinate. So what I
Yeah.
had planned to run doesn't work out, so I'll just pop something randomly.
all right.
Like I just got done with peanut butter cream pie from Little Lake Valley Seed Co. And that thing's crazy, like super dense buds, super chunky, real frosty.
Nice.
They also breed for hash, so I ran it once. I'm gonna run it again from clone, and maybe it'll turn into a washer.
You have the stuff to wash it at home and everything?
I don't. My homie's building out
Your homie's
a cold
building
room.
them.
Yeah, so I'll have access to one soonish, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
And it'll be properly done with the cold room and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That he really knows what he's doing. So I don't.
good
Making
one,
hash,
man.
I don't really know what I'm doing. So
well, I'm sure he'll show you, and then you will.
yeah.
You know,
We'll
I mean,
figure it
Basement
out.
Joe didn't know what he was doing when they started. Now look at him. That's all they do now.
Right. Yeah.
You
You
know?
got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
420 things too, man. Back in the day,
Yeah.
he was doing flour. Now it's nothing but hash, man.
Yep.
So
Yeah. We see in the chat it says good to see the DGC Cup at home in Minnesota. So
Yeah. Hell
awesome,
yeah,
dude.
What up, Mean Green
That's cool.
Toker? That's awesome.
That is awesome. Bring it home.
There were so many people from Minnesota out this year.
Dude, yeah, I met a ton of Minnesota people.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you call yourselves? Minnesotans?
Sure.
You didn't even know? I saw a ton of Minnesotans out there.
Yeah. It's cool to see. I feel like
dude.
I watched one of the DGC shows and they were talking like a lot of their audience was in Minnesota, like their viewers.
Yeah.
And I talked to Dude, and you know, he said each state that goes rec, like you slowly start to see the followers from that state join. So that makes sense.
Yeah, when it goes rec, I feel like that brings a lot of more people in. They get more curious, and then they start, you know, hey, I can do that. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
That's how I started too. Same thing in Arizona when it went legal. I think it was 2022. I was like, let's do it. I want to try it. So.
Yep.
And then it grabs a hold of you, and you can't stop
until you're surrounded by tents.
Right? Because once you get pinched by the green bug, you know that
it's over, dude.
Yep, it's over.
It's over. So on that note, Elle and I talked, and we're gonna drop it today with Saul. So your season 6 box is going to be available shortly. We're going to do it like we did before and email the show, and you guys can purchase the box. So season 6 is our auto box, and it will, and it's Dream Beans, like Elle said. It's going to be the garlic dumpster juice is the main feature. Blueberry barf has been thrown in there by Derek over there, so that's an extra seed there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a box.
There's an auto pack from Cincy Seeds in there also. We will have the Cincy carrying bag / grow bag in
grow
that
bag.
one.
Well, it's a grow bag now.
It's a grow bag. There will be a pack of recharge. And then we are doing the mystery item along with that box. There's quite a bit of stuff that has come in to Elle and I. And so there's going to be a mystery thing, whether it's a night owl headlamp or if it's a new pair of scissors.
New pair of shoes.
Yeah, right. And then last but not least, Glob Mops is also helping sponsor season 6. So there will be a travel pack of Glob Mops. And we're hoping one
lucky person will win the
Elle.
bundle pack. It's a giant bundle pack with a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have the list with me, so I can't tell you everything, but it's a lot of stuff.
There is a Glob Mop bucket that holds your alcohol and cleans things.
You get the mop water and then the mop water pump so that it pumps out a little bit at a time. It's really cool. It's a really cool little bundle. So
you get a pack of 100 of the standard mops. You get the pack of the other mops to clean. So it's the whole cleaning kit for anybody who has concentrate rigs out there or uses them.
Yeah, and you know they need cleaning every time.
I have never seen an ashtray used for Q-tips as much as I have over this weekend. That was pretty.
Dude, they're everywhere, right? Like I literally had to dump out my look. They're still in the bag. I had to dump out my Q-tips and use the thing, you know, my glob mops container just to put the things
right. We're really excited. Yeah, so we're really excited about season 6. You guys all make it happen. We were able to put everything together, and we're going to be able to get these boxes out. We're shooting for the middle of July. We know that it's almost the middle of June right now. We need to give everybody a little bit of time to go. So by next week, they'll definitely be available. The only thing that we're waiting on is Elle to get back home to help finish the sticker that we're going to throw in there, because you know that we've done that since the beginning, where it's a collector sticker along with everything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're really looking forward to it.
Around me.
I was gonna say, for that bundle box, I'll pick out a pack of Soulfire and throw it in there.
Oh, look at that! Booyah!
Yep.
All right.
It'll just be something random, but it'll be a full pack of something from Soulfire.
Nice. Hear that?
And
somebody's gonna get a bonus.
Yeah, so there is going to be that glob mop bonus, and everybody who buys a box, you have 1 in 25 chances to win. That it's going to be an exclusive box set. We're keeping our numbers down. Sometimes we shoot the moon and we fail, so we've 25 has roughly been a good number for us, just to make sure that the special pack gets taken. We did have someone win a golden ticket at the show, but there were still some unclaimed prizes throughout those boxes. So we are keeping our number down. So that'll be really awesome there. So the boxes are going to be $140 like last time. That includes shipping. If you guys are interested, go ahead and start reaching out to Seed to Harvest Podcast at gmail.com, and we can take a couple pre-orders. And we're going to get the Square QR code set up so that you guys can get it emailed to you, and then you guys can pay safely and feel comfortable about it.
Yes. And then
there it is.
I did realize, Chris, I did realize that I left without grabbing my dream beans.
That's right. But we did get you your
exciting weekend. It was just that was the last thing on my mind. It was, you know.
I'll send them out to you. That's a lot cheaper than sending out a tent and light.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yes, when I get back, my grow room will be updated, and you guys will see. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. No more light.
Eskimo Grows. You tell us right now that you want us to put a box on hold, and definitely you guys have a box put on hold for you guys.
Absolutely.
So for sure. Man, Saul, it's been really great to meet you the past couple years. We wanted to bring you onto the show so that everybody else could meet you here first. It's been really awesome catching up with you and talking DGC and grow. Tell everybody where they can catch you, because you do some social media, right?
Yeah, I'm usually in Discord or on Instagram. Saul Bunyan 710 on Instagram. I post.
The other one got taken down, right?
Yeah, the other one got taken down. They gave it back, but I still don't have access to get into it. So
don't you love when they do that? They did that with my elcannaconcepts at one point. They took it and then they gave it back, but I couldn't get into it for like a month. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, so I just started a new one, but yeah, I post over there every once in a while. I repost a lot of people's stuff, so that's mostly what it is. But maybe I'll start posting some more of my grow stuff going on.
Yeah, we'll be really interested to see that. So that's Saul Bunyan 710 on Instagram, and
yes, sir.
He also moderates the show. He's always in the background. You might notice that a bunch of links and other stuff wasn't in there, and that's because Saul's busy talking to us right now.
He's usually the one dropping all the links for you guys.
Touching the screen all night. Real quick, I just want to thank everybody in the chat. There's so many people that have reached out to me and congratulated me for winning this. Awesome. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Keep growing. If you're not there quite yet, start growing. You know what I mean? And then huge shout out to Seed to Harvest, Chris, L, CC. It's great. I appreciate you guys.
Of course.
We appreciate
you,
it
dude.
too, man. Don't be a stranger. Oh wait, we see you every week. So
100%, usually twice a week, man. If I remember.
that's right. Yeah. So okay, guys. Until next week. Stay lifted, my friends.
Stay high and stay dry.
Later, everyone.